What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ishrek back with another deck profile. So I'm showcasing the deck that I piloted during Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, and I ended up getting top 8 at my locals. So top 8 ended up getting the little I forgot what, the Field Center card, which is pretty dope. That this is actually an official Field Center card that we finally got in the TCG. And so for this, I played Spirals, just because I didn't play the deck all format, and I just wanted to try it out. The deck was super cheap to pick up, and I had most of the stuff anyway, and I had all the staples, so I decided to just pick it up. Deck was really fun. I went X1 in 6 rounds of Swiss, and then we played it out in top cut, and I ended up getting top 8. So what ended up happening was so let me just say my matches real quick. The deck is really strong. It was insane, and I actually had a lot of fun with the deck. But I'm kind of glad they're hitting this deck because it's just way too consistent, and it ends games, and it's really not fair against most decks, and it can actually beat anti-meta as well. So yeah, so I played Magical Musketeers round 1, 2-0'd him. Round 2 was World Chalice, 2-0'd him. Round 3 was Spiral Mirror. I lost because of time, right? And we played chicken, and I just forgot to attack, and I just lost. That was just me being dumb with the turns. I should have won that one. Round 4, I played Altergeist, 2-0'd him. Round 5, I played what was it? I played Ritual Beast Wind Witches, and it was the same build as the one that was in the Atlanta Regional, piloted by a friend of mine. And I 2-0'd him just because I made an insane board. And final round was Invoked Wind Witches, 2-0'd him. So yeah. Anyway, let's just go into deck profile. It's super standard, but yeah. So we played 1. So for the 1-ofs, quick fix. I love this card. This card's amazing. Drone, Master Plan, always drew her, but always resolved her. Sleeper, and Last Resort. Just super standard. I didn't play a specifically going second build, Super Agent. A lot of times I would just take a read on my opponent and decide if I want to go first or second. A lot of time I just decided to go first, and usually I had enough cards to make the combo. But I still played the 3 tough, just because this deck is so good at breaking boards. And usually I've just side going second game 2, even if I win game 1, and I've just let them. And because they usually always want to go first anyway, right? Just set up. So yeah. Triple Ash, so good. Triple Ogre. Double Gamma, misplaced one of them, so they played Double Gamma and the Driver. It was still really good. Gamma was significant against the Altergeist player because it Gamma him game 1 and game 2, so yeah. And Naxi, I'm glad this card's banned. It disencourages the Link summoning, right, which is not really fair, and because every deck special summons, so yeah, I'm glad this card's at 0 now. Gofu, I'm also glad this card's 0. I will miss it, however, because anytime I summon Gofu, I end up summoning Saryuja to Skull Dread, and I won each game, just because this card's insane, so yeah. Triple Resort, super upset that they hit this card. I thought Konami wasn't going to hit this deck because I assumed they would, let Magicians be full power, and so with Spirals being full power, I figured they would be, another, tier 1 deck that may not be the best deck, but can beat the best deck type of thing, right? But they did hit it, but I'm glad they hit Magicians too, so I'm not too salty. Triple Terraforming, really good. Triple Goods. Playing Goods is much better than Double Summon, in my opinion. Just the versatility of having a Monster Reborn or being able to special from hand is how I always played around the Master Plan in my hand, so yeah. This card's just better than Double Summon, in my opinion. 2 big reds, you need it. 2 is just good. 2 just helps me win out the grind, and it makes me make unstoppable board ones. So yeah. Salt, you need it. I used it a few times to draw a card. Soul Charge. Anytime I drew this, I won. Against a Ritual Beast player, I was really terrified of him make it a really good board, or him like breaking my board. So I decided to make a board that he couldn't because I got lucky and drew the Soul Charge, and I ended up making a board of Saryuja, Trigate, Ib, Helix, Sleeper with a Last Resort, and Last Resort in the field, and he couldn't break it. It was sad. Rhoda, love this card. 1-for-1 is the best one of in the deck. Just so fucking good. Oh my god. Just being able to summon a quick fix from hand using a master plan, and it's insane. And getting damage on board is so easy. Just doing the decode, sleeper, super agent combo. So easy to do. Foolish came in clutch a lot of time. I would just send master plan or quick fix a lot of time. And double rescue. He invoked Windwitch player. He's a friend of mine, but he ended up popping this with Ogre, and that was pretty dumb. Just because I use this normal trap effect a lot too, just to add like monsters to my hand. So yeah, that was a deck. 40 cards. I didn't like evenly matched in the main. I don't think it's that good of a card. So yeah. And for the side deck, triple Reaper. You just win if you resolve this before your opponent. Triple Ogre, did this against the Windwitch player. It was crazy. Triple Magical Spleen. Was this Magical Spring? Sorry, yeah. Was expecting to play a lot of Magicians today, but I didn't, so yeah. Oh well. Triple Mind Crush, shout out to my friend for letting me borrow these. And in theory it's better, because I feel like to play around cherries, you could play Solemn Strike, but then they'll just like try to push it, or a good player will try to push it in the mirror match by using a tough or super agent. So you can at least chain this and blind call the cherries. So yeah. And then finally, triple evenly match. I think this deck is the most powerful will be like this type of deck profile, so it's kind of sad to not see the potential of it, but oh well, that's fine. 2 Yuya tokens from Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. One of these I won, the other one I traded for, so yeah. Ancient Fairy Dragon, surprised it didn't hit it, but I played it. I never summoned it though. Omega, just in case. I never summoned it. Princess Sprite always went into. Bagooska never went into, should have. Link Spider went into to make Saryuja with the Gofu. Proxy Dragon. Ib, always made this to protect my monsters, same with the Proxy Dragon, just for more of a role to protect it. Ningirsu never went into it. I just kept it for utility. I removed the Gaia Saber actually for the Saryuja. Decode obviously went into it for the OTK. 2 double helixes, obviously, so good. Trigate, made this when I knew I would make an impossible board to break, so yeah. Firewall, use this to extend some combos, really. I did Firewall pass, because I always forget that Firewall has to be co-linked, but it's not too bad. Borreload, use the Soul of Thunder Borreload, won a game. And Saryuja Skull Dread. This card is amazing. This card is not fair with Gofu being legal, so I'm glad Gofu did get hit. But yeah, I really, really like this card. It's super insane what it can do. A lot of times, if I had like a Helix, Master Plan, and 2 other monsters, probably like a Gofu and a token, right? I would summon this card, and I would just reorder the Chain Link, as in like Chain Link 2 Master Plan to get my 2 targets, and then Chain Link 1 Saryuja, and then Saryuja would just mulligan my hand for hand trips and stuff like that. So good, so good. I love this card. I'm gonna try to play a deck. I'm gonna try to play this card in every deck now. So yeah, that's the deck profile. I'm gonna miss this deck. I mean, I hated playing against it, but playing it was really fun. I guess it's more of a lesson to always try out like tier 1 decks, because like I really hated this format until I played this deck. Because I don't know, playing the deck was actually pretty fun, and the mirror match kind of sucks, but like if you can just read and bluff your opponent, right? I think it's pretty fun. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that was my deck profile. If you guys have any any suggestions to keep this deck alive? Maybe the Dark Spiral build. I tried it out, but I wasn't too big on it. I just prefer like just doing my simplified, just playing this deck in with and breaking like boards and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm more about breaking boards than making boards. So yeah, and just let me know what do you guys think about the next format. So yeah, all right. Oh yeah, here's a little dope ass thing. If I didn't show you guys, I think I did alright. So all right, peace, bye.